here. Right about 2nd Street. This was the name of the club where everybody who was anybody would frequent. I mean, daily. It was called the Brave New World. It's the very club that I was performing at, and Eve, I performed there, and then sometime following that, my son heard that Eve, who's that girl, la 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 la, he heard that she would be there, and for some reason guys were so crazy about her, and I vowed that I would get her autograph. I actually hung out with her and her entourage, just sitting and hanging. Sorry about all this, trying to get my cord because the phone dying. I hung out with her entourage, and we just kicked it, and I had to get the picture for my son, and I almost forgot, and as they was ushering her off to leave, after being there for some hours, click, click, and got the picture for my son, and he was pleased about that. But this is also where I met many celebrities, including I took my niece for her 21st birthday. She was so in love with Allen Iverson. And Allen Iverson, Philly is the stomping ground, okay? It's like baby New York, I guess. Celebrities live there, are planted there, etc. And my niece had turned 21, and I told her, I said, come go with me tonight, hang out with your aunt, and you're gonna meet Allen Iverson tonight. She's like, no, I don't even think that's possible. I said, just get dressed. We're going to go celebrate your birthday. And that night, she met Allen Iverson. And for some reason, he gave me shade and paid my niece some attention. Like, he really gave me shade, and I was feeling some type of way. And actually, after that night, I didn't even look his way no more. I didn't big him up. I didn't cheer him on whenever I went to the games. In fact, I used to have to see him because he would get his hair cut on City Line Avenue. The same place my youngest son, and my youngest son can attest to it, get his hair cut at Alley's, the same place. Sit in his chair. Wasn't no, it was family. It wasn't no close down shop and let me just cut Allen Iverson's hair. No. You going in, you get your hair cut. He would be very quiet. And, Allie would be talking to him, and he would respond. And, my son, he was young, a basketball player himself, always loved basketball. He would be pleased and smiling, and my son can attest to it too. But this is where I met him. So I met Olen Polynice in 2001. And Olen Polynice is an NBA Haitian former professional basketball player, which he played center for. He played for a whole lot of teams. I think like 4 or 5 teams. I know he played for the Seattle. He played for the Clippers, the Pistons, and Sacramento Kings, and the Utah Jazz, National Basketball Association. And that's where I met him. There she is. See my VIP pass right there. Yep. There it is. Kind of scary because they be looking kind of different to me. Like, it's creepy and scary. This dude looks totally different on here. Totally different on here. In my days that I would sing and rub arms with the people they call themselves the elites, I was enjoying my life, being free, and being respected. The good old days when we were blind. Boy, he was tall. When I tell you he was tall, he was tall. Olen Polynice, former NBA basketball star. I got to look and see where he's at. Yeah, we got to look into that. It's a must. That was Sheknows in her days of singing and bumping arms with the so-called elite.